Okay, we're rolling. Stand by. And action.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your background?
So my background, when I uh, graduated from college, I was an ELM major. I studied audio engineering and acoustics. Um, this was around the time that I turned 21, and I decided with my dad that I would brew beer for the first time just for the fun of it. And by doing that, I ended up becoming hooked on brewing beer and the process of it and everything involved with it, which has then resulted in me going and working with Anheuser-Busch.
So what is the organization you work with, and what do they do?
So the organization I work with is Anheuser-Busch. We provide our beers to North America, the United States, Canada, Mexico, um, and we also have subsidiaries. These include companies such as Shock Top. Um, we have our Bud Light. We have Rolling Rock. We also have some formerly craft beers or breweries such as Devil's Backbone um, and the Wicked Weed beer as well.
How does Anheuser-Busch plan to stay competitive considering the recent popularity of this craft beer?
So Anheuser-Busch, we're actually one of the top not number one, but we're one of the top brewery companies in the entire world. Um, if we find a beer company or brewery company that we like, we try to do our best to support it and acquire it. So we really want to kind of continue building our family um, because we all here at Anheuser-Busch enjoy beer and we want to share it with the people around us.
So why did you decide to work with Anheuser-Busch?
So I actually have kind of a long history with Anheuser-Busch. I know that's weird as a beer company, but um, Anheuser-Busch, I think it was in the mid 70s, started a amusement park, Busch Gardens. So there's two locations, one's in Tampa and one's by me in Williamsburg, Virginia. So as a kid, I would always go there, and my dad actually, when he was a kid, worked there. So I've kind of been around it, and then when I became 21, I was able to drink. I drink their beers, and I enjoy the companies that work with them.
So what do you think is the most important thing for viewers to know about your organization?
So there's two main things that people should know about our company. The first of which is being that we love beer. To us, it's more than just a science, it's also an art form, and we take great pride in that. The second thing is that we care about our customers. We want to give them the best beer we can, and we want to support our customers throughout their entire endeavor with our product.
Well, thank you for talking to us today.
Right?
Okay, coach.
All right. So first off is obviously the continuation. So make sure that you are not trailing off in the middle of a sentence, and be more casual, like relax. I love beer. So if you're just talking to me about like this conversation, you have to bring more conversation in because your tone at the moment is like really formal. You have gaps in between your thoughts. So it would be easier if you finish a sentence, take a pause, think what you're going to say next, and just continue talking to me. So relaxing is the biggest part, and the best part is your story about why you decided to work with them, is that history. So emphasize that more because it's really, really cool. And make sure that when you finish sentences, you don't trail off or trail down because sometimes you have an upwards tonal at the end of your sentences, make them like a question. I'm unsure if you're done or not, so I don't know if to ask the next question or finish
All
the
right.
next
Yeah.
question.
Okay, that was good feedback. I do think slowing down a little bit, you're um, you're not thinking through your answers. You're kind of starting off and then you're kind of moving off on a tangent and then you kind of get stuck, like you don't know where to go. So just take a second. You don't have to start talking as soon as she spits the question out. It's like take a second and kind of think. These are the points I'm going to make, and then formulate just real quickly those few sentences that are going to answer that question. So spend a little bit of time listening, kind of thinking while she does it. Give yourself a pause, and then do it. And if you start to kind of get a little bit off track, like you said, just kind of take a second, a little beat, and then kind of form your next sentence. So everything doesn't have to be just a continuous flow of sentences. Okay?
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Make sure to state whatever I just asked you, like state it in a sentence or somehow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, here we go again.
So Ethan, tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your background?
My background is when I graduated from college, I was I was focused on audio engineering and acoustics. However, at that same time, I had just turned 21, and with my dad, we ended up brewing our first uh, homebrew beer. Um, through this, I got really hooked on brewing beer, and I wanted to learn more about it, and I wanted to be more involved with it.
So what is the organization you work for, and what do they do?
The organization I work for is Anheuser-Busch. We brew beer and distribute it throughout North America. That includes the United States, Canada, and Mexico. We also have other subsidiary companies such as Shock Top, Rolling Rock, some craft beers, or formerly craft beers, such as Devil's Backbone, Wicked Weed.
How does Anheuser-Busch plan to stay competitive considering the recent popularity of this craft beer segment?
So Anheuser-Busch plans to stay competitive. Starting off, we are one of the largest brewing companies in the entire world, um, but that can change. So one of the things we're doing to try to stay competitive is when we see um, brewing companies that we like and that we think um, we agree with as far as the style of brewing and things such as that, we try to partner with them, as we have done with Devil's Backbone.
Why did you decide to work with Anheuser-Busch?
So for me, I actually have a long history with Anheuser-Busch. I know this is weird because it's a brewing company, um, and long histories kind of sound a little weird. Um, but I grew up in Virginia, and in Virginia is one of the locations of um, one of the amusement parks that they started, or that we started. Um, and there's Busch Gardens. There's one in Williamsburg, Virginia. There's one in Tampa Bay. So growing up, I mean, Busch Gardens is the best um, amusement park around. So I've always thought of Anheuser-Busch highly because of that. And then once I got into brewing beer, we're one of the largest companies in the world. So I want to be able to get into that and learn in these situations more about beer and about the company itself.
What do you think is the most important thing for viewers to know about Anheuser-Busch?
The two main takeaways that people should know about our company. The first of which is that we care about our product. For us, brewing beer is not just a science, it's an art form. We take great pride in the beers that we brew. And the other is that we care about our customers. We care that they're enjoying our product and that they're being safe about it.
Well, thanks for talking to us today.
All right, thank you.